Hello. You guys there? Hello, hello. How you guys doing? All right? Well, we're kind of testing this out here, checking it out, and make sure you guys can hear us all right and everything.
You're hot.
You're hot. All right. Here's the deal. I'm sure you guys got a lot of questions and stuff, and we have a lot of answers for you. And rather than just kind of fly off the handle, I wrote down some notes just so we can keep organized, but, you know, we're going to keep it real. But I guess the first thing we'll start off with is thank you guys for coming here. I mean, it's pretty amazing that you guys care so much about this band and you want to know what's going on all the time. That it's awesome. Thank you guys for coming tonight. And we want you to know like how important Chimaira is to us. We take this band very seriously. It's our life. And we have no intentions of stopping anytime soon. So hopefully that dispels one rumor right there. But we're going to go back in the past for a little bit and talk about when we released The Infection 2 years ago. And the thing that happened with that was kind of interesting. We released it, and the record label that we were on at the time, Ferret Music, was bought out by Warner Brothers, who's a big, you know who Warner Brothers, I don't know how I'll tell you about that. But basically, the entire team that worked our record and built the brand Ferret, they left, and our record was dead in the water. We had great reviews, good sales, charted high, everything, and of course, you know, typical Chimaira fashion, some shit goes wrong, and we're left without a record label. But you guys know us well enough to know that record label stuff really doesn't bother us. We've had it before, and like, I don't know, we're way too interested in the music and the live show to, I guess, let that put a hinder on anything. So we did whatever we could to just keep touring and promoting the band, promoting the record, and just playing shows for you guys. And we did everything we could to like make that work. And unfortunately, I guess the best way to say it is like 2009 and 2010, as great of years as they were for Chimaira, they were also some of the darkest times and some of the worst times. Just a million and one things that went wrong that like you really can't point out, you know, whether it be an economy dwindling or, you know, who knows? I mean, there's just, we can talk about all that stuff, but it just seems like the small picture. And the big picture is the music. And it's like we care so much about the music that no matter all the stuff that happened, we knew that we had to make a great record. That was the only thing that I guess that could redeem any of the negativity that happened to the group. And unfortunately, when it came time to make the record, we didn't really feel that Andols was on the same page as us. And it felt like he was kind of distant, and, you know, people handle pressure in their life. How they handle it is how they handle it, and everyone's different. And our sole intention was to make a great record, and we didn't necessarily feel confident. So we asked Andols, and it kind of knocked the wind out of his sails, and it just kind of turned into a mess that kind of backfired on us, honestly. But in the same token, when, like Andols said in his statement, we all started to see it as a positive. You know, if he's not 100% there with us and we're not 100% confident, then it doesn't really make much sense to try to force something. And, you know, it was a difficult conversation because we're great friends. You know, we've shared so many experiences on the road, so many, man, I don't even know, but it was very difficult. And yeah, but we knew deep in our hearts that without Andols, we would be able to continue. And so we thought, well, shit, what are we going to do here? And the first thing that came to our mind was that we would enlist our producer and longtime friend Ben Schigel to play the drums on the album. The reason that we chose this is Ben has been recording us in bands since we were 15 years old. He knows us as musicians. He knows Chimaira inside and out. And not many of you guys know this, but he's one of the most ridiculous, insane drummers out there. He's incredible. So we thought, hey, great idea. We got Ben here now, and next thing you know, we get an email from Chris saying he was going to leave the band as well. And at that point, we were so down on our luck, and so many like bad things had happened that was just, as tragic as it was, I mean, we couldn't do anything but kind of like chuckle about it, because like, what else are we going to do now? I mean, fuck it, you know, like that just reiterated that this album had to be great. And, you know, Chris released his statement, and he's 100% right, you know. This is a hard life to be a musician, I guess, at this type of level band. You know, we do our thing, we tour, we write albums, and that's how we make money to eat, pay for our homes, pay for our cars, everything like that. And we're getting older. Fact. So between Chris and Andols leaving, again, as much as it sucked, we were still 100% confident. We knew we could do this album without them. And we got right into the studio and just went for it. We wound up rewriting half of the album, more than half of the album, and started from scratch and just poured all the negativity. We poured all of the bullshit things that have happened to us as a band and as individuals, and we put it on the instruments, and we put it into the vocals and everything like that. And we made the absolute best album that we possibly could for you guys, because out of all the bullshit that happened, the only thing we care about is the band and you guys. So as much as it sucks to lose half of the band, we don't feel that we lost the strength of the band and the strongest assets. So, you know, here we are. You guys are just finding out about this stuff now, and this happened back last year for us. So we're kind of reliving it with you guys as well. You know, it's still a painful thing. You know, if you're in a relationship or friends with anybody and things get a little sour or things get difficult, you know, time heals those things. That it really does. But hey, here we are, and we're excited. And I'm sure you guys have a million questions, and we want to answer them for you. But just to get that off our chest right off the bat, you know, those are the main points today. You know, we wanted to say, like, hey, Chimaira is here. We're stronger than ever. And despite how things might look, we can assure you that we couldn't be happier about the future and what it holds. And so I guess, like, you want to say anything, or you guys want to say anything? We'll start fielding your guys' questions, because I'm sure you have quite a few. But thanks again for coming here and listening.
Yeah, certainly there's a ton of people that are saying, oh, Chimaira's dead, all this kind of stuff. But I mean, bands have gone through way worse situations than we're going through right now. And, you know, as well, we all are going to miss our brothers that we've shared so many experiences and laughs with. You know, sometimes an injection of fresh blood, fresh attitude, excitement, even drama, which we're all experiencing right now, is a good thing to, you know, kickstart the heart, if you will. And we're super excited. Wait, let me talk about the new lineup.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Yeah, on drums, Austin Diamond, killer player. You guys are going to be so impressed. I know it. I feel it in my bones. Some of you may know he's worked with me in my side project, The Elite, And now to have him in Chimaira, you guys will see how excited he is. Bleed the Sky, his old band, they were huge fans of Chimaira back in the day, and now he's in a rock star moment, if you will, where he's playing with Chimaira, and he's going to kill it. He calls me every day, and he can't even express his excitement. And you guys will see that translate on stage without a doubt. On bass, Emil Wursler, some of you guys have seen him play with us. We played a bunch of shows in Europe with him, a bunch of shows in the States with him, Chimaira Christmas. The guy has a fantastic attitude and a fantastic personality, and those who know him, he's the best player out there, and he's killing it, and his attitude that he's going to bring, it's fantastic. Sean Z, the singer of Emil's band Doth, is going to be replacing Spicuzza, and it's great for us because you could get any keyboard player, something like that, but you need somebody that is a computer wizard at the same time. Obviously Spicuzza was a computer wizard. Everybody knows that. He handled so much for Chimaira in terms of artwork and just the web presence. And he'll greatly be missed for sure. But we needed somebody that could do that stuff, and Sean Z was perfect. And he also has a fantastic attitude, a great mind. He's a great musician. He's already a singer, so all the backup vocals, everything that Chris would do, it's just going to work out perfectly. And the excitement that all these guys have is great. A lot of people have been asking about the 6 Feet Under thing, for Matt and I, which it was another cause for alarm, certainly while all this stuff was happening. And I'll explain that for a moment. Last year, the 6 Feet Under guys asked if I was interested in helping them write the album and play with those guys, and I was like, awesome, for sure, I'd love to. I've been a huge fan for years, and it's an honor for me. And then Terry and Greg, their bass player and drummer, ended up leaving the band shortly thereafter. And so they were without a drummer and a bass player. And Chris Barnes he asked me, he's like, hey, do you know anybody that, you know any drummers? And I was like, yeah, how about Kevin Talley? So that's how that came about. And then came down to, they got a tour set up. Chris asked me, do you want to do the touring stuff? We want to add a second guitarist. And I said, sure, that'd be totally awesome, especially because, Chimaira was coming off of recording the album, and there's some downtime while, everything gets set up, the CDs get pressed, the album gets mixed and mastered, all that kind of stuff, before Chimaira dives into the touring for this new album. And so I was like, sure, I'd love to do the tour. And he's like, any bass players out there? And I'm like, well, I can't think of anything, but anybody right off the bat, but going back to 2005 when Chimaira and 6 Feet Under toured together, we all had a blast and everybody had such a great time. And Barnes mentioned how much of a good time he had with Matt. And so I was like, what about Matt? He could play bass. And Barnes is like, that's a great idea. So that's how that whole thing came about. And everybody thought that, Matt and I are jumping ship to do the 6 Feet Under thing, but it's just an experience for us and something great. And for me personally, I'm just playing more guitar than ever. And that's all I want in life, to be doing music, surrounded by music, and playing guitar and improving myself as a player. And this is such a great opportunity for me to just be diversifying, like an investor. You want to have your money invested in a lot of things or whatever. It isn't about money, but it's about just putting my music into as many places as possible. And so right now, this is such a special time for me. I'm doing this whole thing like Mark described. This new album for us is so exciting and a breath of fresh air, and at the same time, I'm living a rock star moment myself, playing with a band that I grew up listening to, 6 Feet Under, and playing Cannibal Corpse songs on stage, and it's just huge. And again, just to reiterate, just the fact that I get to play guitar so much, I went straight from recording the Chimaira album to learning 20 6 Feet Under songs and playing with them, so my chops were totally up, they were dangerous, and it's such a good feeling. I feel like a better guitar player than ever, and I can't wait for just to do more, being around new musicians, all that kind of stuff. So when Matt and I and Kevin joined the 6 Feet Under thing, we brought a new excitement to the stage. We're going to bring a new excitement to the new album. And that's what fans want, that's what people want to see. They want to see people having fun on stage and enjoying themselves and just great music, right? So that's what's going to happen in Chimaira. With these 3 new guys, it's going to be fresh blood, people that are really excited to be doing what they're doing and representing us in the best way that they can. And there's absolutely no negativity to this, other than the fact that 3 of our brothers have now on this narrow path, fallen off the cliff. But we've got some reinforcements. A war zone situation, You know, like we lost some of our brothers on the front line, but there's fresh troops flying over from the States, and we're ready to take this on and let the music speak for itself. You know, everybody has their speculation and are just trying to delve into the negativity and the drama of everything that's happening right now, but no one will be disappointed. I can promise that, and if you are, then call me a liar.
I mean, yeah, it's we are excited about the new guys coming in, and we're just going to sound tighter and more excited than ever. So there's nothing to worry about, no more drama, et cetera, et cetera. Let's just get back to business. And somebody said Matt looked homeless.
Yeah, that's great. My favorite comment was, who's going to play drums before we announced it? Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
That's the best. That's the best one yet.
You guys are funny. All right. Let's see. Man, you guys are going these questions so fast. I can't even read it. Holy shit.
Coke and hookers. That was one of them.
Tour. We're looking at October, but right now we have a few dates in May, like round Cleveland. We're going to be doing a couple regional shows and kind of getting our feet wet, and it's exciting these will be the first shows of 2011. These will be the first shows with the new lineup, and we're looking forward to seeing how it goes. What? Tuning for the guitar, the album is what we're in.
Whole album ended up being in drop C.
Whole album is in drop C. All right, he says you need a hug.
I know. That's what I kept reading that. Someone hug Matt. Is that because I'm homeless? Or
yeah.
Homeless? Wait, let's find a good one. These are so fast.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
You guys are awesome, man.
Brazil, South America, soon.
That's somewhere we got to go.
Yeah, we need to go to South America. We definitely do.
In the next tour cycle, I think so.
A lot of people are asking if Phil Bozeman from Whitechapel recorded on the album. Yes, he did, and it's insane. He's definitely on one of the heaviest parts of the album, and it's like perfectly tailored for him. It's great. You're not getting the album title today, sorry. a lot of questions for that. We're touring. Yeah, we're looking to tour in October, and we don't know where we're going to tour. We're just going to tour all over.
Who produced the album?
Ben Schigel produced the album and played drums on it. And basically, we did all the instruments ourselves, and we had a couple of friends come in and do a little bit of the keyboards with us, and we just had fun with this album. That was there was no. We were kind of making jokes. We were kind of like the Outback Steakhouse record. There were no rules. It was just right. We really we broke down every single creative wall that we ever had in front of us, and right now it's being mixed by Zeus. And Zeus, talking about our album, he used the phrase, it sounds like the bastard child of all Chimaira albums. So if that kind of gives you a clearer picture, I guess take the best elements of what you know about us, mix it all up, and put something new to it, and then you kind of get an idea of where we're going.
Matt, say something.
Is E1 a good label? So far, everything has been great with E1. We were kind of at a point last year where we were unsure if we were going to even go on a record label anymore. Some artists have taken it upon themselves to just do it themselves, and I don't think Chimaira was ready to do that just yet. And luckily, E1 was there to. They have a different vision than most record labels out there, and I think that's why they're successful. So it feels good to be teamed up with them. And I mean, obviously, the music industry, like people are all talking about, is in this state of whatever. But we're not really paying attention to that. You know, we're paying attention to writing the music, playing shows, and having a good time with you guys. And whatever happens with CDs or anything else of that nature, that's really not of our concern. A lot of questions for how many tracks.
Okay, over and over again.
Yeah, can you say that?
12. There's 12 songs on the new album.
This is Peabody's question. I think it's all ages.
Peabody's
So
is
you're in.
Yeah, Peabody's is
This
all
guy keeps asking
ages.
over again.
You're in.
15,
You're fine. You're fine. Release date will be sometime in August. We don't have a definitive date yet, but plan for August.
EMG.
EMG pickups.
Oh my God, it's going too fast.
Yeah, you guys, this is amazing how many questions are coming in, but literally it's going so fast that we can't even focus on one question at a time.
I didn't cut my hair. It's still here.
Matt still has his hair.
Yes. I've seen a lot of questions about are we still cool with Chris, Andols, and Jim, and absolutely. Absolutely. There's no bad blood. I mean, all this kind of happened for a reason. Maybe we don't even know the reasons deep down, but we're still cool. I talk to those guys all the time. We talk to those guys all the time, and they're all doing well. Everybody's got their own new venture going on. Obviously, Jim's cutting hair. You guys know about that, and he's happy. He's happy going home every night. Chris has this great new web venture, like you mentioned. So he has a lot of prospect in that area, and obviously that's where he's tailored best. Andols is, he wants to do the session thing and give lessons and sort of things, and he's a great teacher, so that suits him so well. The road for him was definitely difficult. He certainly did his part, and he was a great soldier. But I think he's better off just being at home and teaching people how to play the drums. His older brother teaches at Juilliard. His younger brother's a drummer. It's just in his blood to do that sort of thing. So everybody's still cool. All this was amicable. And, the guys that wanted to continue, these three guys here, we got 3 fresh new guys, and we're coming out, and it's going to be badass.
Other guests on the album, actually, yeah, I mean, we had some, like I said, we had some friends come in and help with the keyboards and stuff. Not many people that you guys know, but with the addition to Phil from Whitechapel singing on the album, Emil Wursler also laid down a ridiculous guitar solo for the album, and he also wound up doing some keyboards and samples for a song too, surprisingly. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so this record, as Chimaira core as it is, there's a lot of new elements to it that you've never heard us do, and you really haven't heard on a metal record before, and that was kind of like a fresh, exciting feeling. And yeah, so there. I mean, I don't really want to sit there and hype up our record when you haven't heard it yet. So it's just, we like it, and that's we're proud of it, and we stand behind it, and hopefully you guys will too.
Theremin question. There was quite a bit of theremin, right?
Yeah.
It's a vodka and Coke.
There are a lot of clean vocals on the album this time. That was a conscious thing. When I started out as a singer in metal, there weren't many people doing like screaming vocals over heavy metal riffs like there is today. Today it seems that everybody is screaming, and so I kind of just wanted to put a challenge and really try to use singing in metal, but not do the typical thing that like you hear, like where the verses go and the guy is screaming and then this chorus comes on, it's all melodic. I mean, that just sounds so stale. So just really try to do our best to challenge ourselves as songwriters all across the board. And as a vocalist, I really try to challenge myself and really push myself to the ultimate limit and do some clean vocals that, sound cool.
I saw a question about if we like Clutch. Obviously an important question.
Yeah, very important.
Yeah, we love those guys.
Todd Bell.
God, it's so slow.
The interesting thing about Todd is there will be a DVD attached to the to all of this, and there's not going to be much studio footage, though. Honestly, the studio footage would be quite boring. We captured some of it so you guys can see some of it, but our daily routine was like, just get there and work, and maybe we should have had this thing up and running the whole time so you could be more of a fly on the wall. But, I mean, we were so focused and so determined. We were working 12, 13, 14 hours a day, and, yeah, we just did our best, man. Your favorite Metallica song?
Shortest straw.
Shortest straw. Are there instrumentals on the new record? There are 2. Matt from Ascension.
Breakdowns? Of course.
Of course. It's a different type of breakdown a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sax on the record.
We didn't want to do any of this, like, I don't know, you guys. It's just, I don't want to sit here and try to say what it sounds like. It feels weird to me. Yeah, there's a sax on the record, though.
Deluxe edition, of course.
Yeah.
Why don't we play Options live? There's only a few pass out of existence songs that we play live, and Options isn't one that we hear requested too often. So
yeah, you are the first one that's really requested.
Common thread.
Thread? Who said that?
Yeah, question mark. There's one.
Someone was called Blood for Nine. AE, yeah, AE, what's up? Our original bass player, AE's up in here. That's awesome, man.
Bloodlust.
Bloodlust.
Hey, all right.
Start listing songs you want to hear on this May tour.
Yeah, what do you guys want to hear in May? Any of you guys coming to these May shows?
There we go. Bloodlust, Crawl, Jade, Lazarus, Satan's Wizard, Kingdom.
I see some Elite open for Chimaira. Imagine a tour: Elite, Chimaira, 6 Feet Under, and Doth. Do the math.
Yeah. We all go in one bus together.
Kingdom of Heartache.
Yeah, two or three.
Oh my lord!
Sanctum, quick.
Sanctum.
Holy.
Man, you guys are awesome. Seriously.
Instrumentals, yes.
Kingdom. Wow.
Gag.
Malignant.
Rizzo.
All right, here's a good question. How do we like the new Spider Studios compared to the old one? The new Spider Studios was awesome.
Malignant band.
It's like going from a Yugo to a Bentley.
Yeah, man. We've been recording at the old Spider since we were kids, and I don't know. It's like a one room, like one couch. It's so uncomfortable.
It's a garage. It was Ben's mom's house, and it was in her garage, and it was a 1-car garage, but it was converted pretty nice. I mean, it was dope. It certainly helped so many Ohio bands, and now a lot of national bands as well do their stuff there. But the new one, I want to say they started building it in like 2005. And it is absolutely pro. They did everything right, and it's beautiful. And, dude, any bands looking to record out there, I recommend going to it. It's badass.
Yeah, and give one of us a call. We'll guest on your album. Hit us up on Twitter, and we'll come by and for a small price,
for
like $500,000-$600,000.
Savage Fest 2011 ?
Coca-Cola.
Savage Fest 2000. Who said that? Man, it went too fast. Damn.
Yeah, 6505 still. The guitar tone.
That's how much it costs.
The guitar tone on a new record is same as the self-titled, same as Infection, which is a 6505 through a Mesa cabinet and a Wagner Uberschall through a Wagner cabinet. Split 2 mics per cab, 1 track per side, plus overdubs and solos.
Yeah, one thing about this record too is that we took a very raw approach. There's no like sample drums or anything like that, and like triggery sounds, and it's very organic. I guess it would compare it to like a very being there live with us. It really sounds alive, and it's kind of funny about how we set up the tones. I think we approached it like a live show, just kind of threw the mics up and went like, all right, sounds good.
Yeah, it was interesting because we had planned, and maybe some of you know this, we had planned to use different guitar tones throughout the album, but at the end of the day, it just didn't work out that way. It ended up being the best tones were Old Faithful. So that's what we went with, and let your ears decide.
Let your ears decide.
Any plans to play Amsterdam?
Any plans to play Amsterdam? Yeah, I think we're going to start and end every European tour there. Like it's a 6 Feet Under style. Should tour with Devil Driver. You know, that's a good idea. Maybe you guys should reach out to Devil Driver. Maybe we'll talk to their manager.
Yeah.
We have the same manager. So you never know.
South America, once again, yep.
Switch needs to get back together. I keep seeing someone say Gabe Crisp from Whitechapel. I don't know if he's up in here, but that's pretty funny.
Man.
But yeah, anyway, guys, you know, throw some more questions at us real quick, and then we're out of here. But I want to thank you guys once again for coming out, and ultimately thank you guys for supporting Chimaira for the past 12 years. This has been a insane ride for those of you guys that follow us so fine-tunedly, and you know, we've had so many ups and downs, but I think you guys know us well enough that, like, short of death, nothing really is going to stop this band anytime soon. So I hope you guys
non-slaughter.
Yeah, I hope you guys like what you hear, and you know, keep coming to the shows and keep supporting the band, man. You guys are the reason we do it, and sucks that, you know, some things had to happen, but it's all cool. And yeah, we're going to come to every place: Japan, Australia, Amsterdam.
It says black girls love you guys. Thank you.
Black girls love us. We love black girls too.
Thank you. NAMM in January.
NAMM in January.
Possibility. Nice. I keep seeing some Rob ESP questions, but it's going by so fast I can't tell what it is. But yeah, we use their signatures on the album, and I actually have some brand new ESP customs being built right now. Hopefully they're going to be out when we start the tour, and they're going to be absolutely beautiful. One little hint is I got this new one coming with a self-titled cover across the whole thing, painted across it, across the pickups and everything. It's going to be so badass. I can't wait to get it.
Same thing. 2 surprises.
Yeah.
Based off the Viper.
New merch, yes.
Oh, yeah.
We actually, we're working with this brand new company called Indie Merch, and Mark and I took a tour of their facilities the other day, and we're blown away. It's an old Cadillac factory, and it's that big and badass, and the new stuff is going to be of the utmost quality, super sick designs. We can't wait to launch that whole thing. So everybody, when you see that, check it out. Get them while they're hot.
Yeah, we're gonna. This company's really cool, and we're gonna be able to do some different things that we've never done before, and give you guys like limited things. You know, like shirts that are limited to 100. So only, you know, the hardest core of the fans can get their hands on them, and just a great company to be working with. And you know, from our website to our merchandise, all of those things, everything's coming soon, and it's all getting put together now, artwork, everything like that, albums being mixed. So we're kind of in this working area, gray area, and just expect in the next few months for a ton of positive Chimaira news rather than the past 2 weeks. Everyone stroke your beards. All right, then.
Gag?
Gag.
Sure,
Jimi Hendrix.
Next 2000.
Savage Fest 2011. But hey, guys, thank you very much for coming out tonight, and we will see you guys very soon. Take care. Heavy metal.